Welcome to Bedtime Confessions. In today's bedtime confession, I want to discuss why sometimes you might be doing too much and it could actually be detrimental to your health or to your lifestyle or to your personal growth journey. And I want to give you some very quick tips at the end on how to avoid that and how to actually create a lifestyle that is sustainable and that is healthy. So one of the first reasons why doing too much might actually be bad for you is because you might overwhelm your body so much that it can't keep up. And the thing is, if it can't keep up, it's going to shut down on you, or it's going to tell you straight up that you can't continue. Because the body does not lie. When I tell you that you can keep pushing your body over and over and over again and think that it's going to comply, and yes, it will comply in the beginning, but then eventually at some point it's going to say no. It's going to say, shut up, we're going to stop here, now I'm in charge, and your body's going to take charge over you. And that's going to show up in terms of you're going to get sick, you're going to get stressed, you might get some inflammation in your body, so your joints might hurt, you can get some acne, headaches. I don't know the symptoms, but it will show. Your body will somehow tell you that you're doing too much and that we need to stop and we need to rest and we need to recover. If you keep mistreating your body, it's going to fight back. And it's not because it's against you. It's because it actually wants you to survive. And the things that you're currently doing is actually killing you. And that's not what we want. We want you to stay here healthy and long for years, right? So one of the reasons to not do too much is because we don't want to mistreat our body. Your body is such a complex and amazing machine. And you should take care of it because it's the only body that you're going to have for your entire life. So why mistreat it? Like, why being mean? Why are you trying to be mean to it? All it wants to do is for you to live. So please take care of your bodies and not ask too much of it, because it's trying to help you. It's trying to allow you to do everything that you want to do in your life. But if it's not healthy, it can't help you do that. So please reconsider if you're doing too much. And then when I say doing too much is in terms of like when the signs points towards you doing too much, then you need to reconsider your lifestyle. Because yes, sometimes if you want to do a marathon or if you want to do something a little extreme, for a few months, it's fine. Like, yes, challenge your body. Try and test its limits. But I'm talking in terms of like you're doing it on purpose and like over a very long time. And that's when your your body's just going to tell you when it needs to stop. So if you start feeling pain, if you start seeing symptoms that weren't there before, then that's when you have to start worrying, because you might not think that it's a big deal, but it could lead to some serious health complication that we don't want. So some of the signs that your body can give you when you're pushing too far are stress, diseases, joint pain or pain in general, like mental, headaches, so many signs. But when things are becoming uncomfortable or like something that wasn't there before starts appearing, that's when you have to reconsider. These are the warning signs that your body are giving you that something is wrong and something needs to change. So the second reason why you should not be doing too much is because there's a risk of burnout. Burnout, I think most of us, and hopefully not most of us, but there's a big chance that most of us have experienced at least one burnout in their lives. And hopefully if you didn't, you're very lucky, and I hope you never do, because burnout is not fun. But if you're doing too much, then there's a risk of burnout. Let me tell you my story about burnout. So There was a time in my life where I just started at the gym and I became obsessed with the gym. Oh my gosh, I absolutely loved weight training. And I became so obsessed with it that I would train maybe 2 hours a day for like 6, 7 days a week. And oh my gosh, nobody could take me away from the gym. I just loved that space so much because it was just my safe space to just like have fun and then exercise, move my body, and be happy. But I was doing that for maybe a year. Okay, maybe less, but a long time, at least 6 to 7 months of consistently going to the gym and pushing a lot of weight and not letting my body recover enough because I just wanted to keep doing it and seeing more results and seeing results faster. But that led me to burnout from the gym, from weight training. And when that burnout hit, I could not for the life of me weight train anymore. My mind was like, nope, we're not gonna even give you the motivation to weight train. I could not weight train for the life of me. There was zero motivation, no more desires, no more love for it. I just absolutely hated weight training. So that's my big lessons on burning out. And my body was like, well, we're gonna take away this because this is not helpful. So if you're doing too much, and that's because I was doing way too much, because I was doing 2 hours a day for like 6 to 7 days a week, and I was doing way, way, way too much. And that's when my body said, enough, let's burn out, so that you understand what are the consequences of this type of training. And the thing with burnout is that it takes a very long time to recover. It's very hard. It's not very hard, but it's very challenging to recover from burnout, because then you have to rest, and you have to really, really work on your mindset, because like, especially when it comes to like doing something that you love and you know that you're working towards a goal, it's very hard to rest when you want to achieve that goal so badly. So then burning out just sets you back in your progress. Like, it sets you back so far. Like, you'll be even worse burning out and then having to like recover for a few months, rather than like taking it slower to reach that goal. So then for me, for example, it took me maybe like 2 years to like start weight training again. Like, isn't that crazy? I just started like maybe like 2 months ago, because I just couldn't weight train the way I weight trained before, and that trauma kind of stayed with me, and then my body just doesn't want to go back to that space. So then now it's like I had to take a lot of time off of weight training because I burned out. So don't do too much, because burnout is a real issue and it's hard to recover. So instead, take the slow route. Slow and consistent wins the race. The third reason why doing too much is not a good idea is that it's not sustainable in the long run. Like, you don't want to be pushing your body to exhaustion every day for like 10 years, because that means you're gonna die faster. Because if your body is doing so much and it's taking so much energy to recover every time, at some point it's just gonna give up, you know? Like, at some point your body's gonna be like, I'm so done, and I'm tired and exhausted, and it's just gonna shut down on you. And I don't know about you, but I prefer living longer than like pushing myself every day for a few years and like dying early. So it's just not worth it. It's just not sustainable. It's not worth it. It goes against your longevity. And you might think like, yeah, but at least I'll have the results for the body, or like the whatever you want. But why have it faster if it means not enjoying it for a very, very long time? We need to stop thinking that we are invincible and that our body was just gonna adapt and change. And maybe it will. You know what? I don't know everything, but maybe it will. But the thing is, like, I just don't think that short and hard is supposed to be more enjoyable. That could have sounded dirty, or maybe it's just my mind. Don't take it there. But yes, enjoy the journey more than like the results, because why would you want to push yourself so hard? Like, I think yeah, there's some there's some benefits from that. Like, yeah, mental toughness, whatever. But I think life is meant to be enjoyed every day without having to like suffer so much for like something. But that's my opinion. Before we move into the fourth reason, and the thing is, like, if you push yourself and push your body so far and you develop a lifestyle that's very hard to maintain, the results that are going to come from it are going to disappear so fast when you stop that lifestyle. Like, so fast. Like, as if you never reached those goals. So I just think it's not worth it. It's not worth it to push so much for results that are not even going to be maintained. So think about this. Fourth reason why it's not a good idea to actually push yourself, not push yourself like doing too much, is that you risk injury. And that's a big one. I mean, it should be the first one you think of, because injury or putting your health in jeopardy is never worth it. Why? Because we need our health to be happy, to be healthy, to be able to move, to be able to enjoy life. Why would you want to compromise that? Because yes, you could be doing so much for your health, but if you do too much, then your brain is just confused, and your brain's like, wait, I'm doing this, but I'm doing that. It doesn't know what to prioritize. Like, let's say, for example, let's say you recently learned about the wonderful benefits of fasting, which are absolutely incredible, and I will definitely do a video on this in the future, but let's stay on topic. So let's say you discovered the wonderful magic of fasting, and you're like, oh my gosh, fasting can help me lose weight. It's healthy. I could do whatever. I'll just start fasting. And then on top of that, you add working out in a fasted state. But the thing is, working out in a fasted state, oh my gosh, it's a hard word to say, in a fasted state, it could lead to injury because your body doesn't have enough fuel to push yourself. You could exhaust yourself to pass like the threshold that your body can handle. And then you can injure yourself more easily in the gym if you drop any weights, or if you actually push too much weight, and then your body doesn't have enough nutrients to repair those muscles. Then over time, your muscles are going to get strained over and over and over again. So yes, in the short run, you might see the weight dropping so fast because you're fasting every day, or fasting like for long periods of time every day, but not eating enough calories to sustain the fasted state that you're in. And on top of that, your workouts, then I'm sorry, like the recipe is injury. Like, you're just asking for it at this point. So think about it. Like, really think about what you're implementing in your lifestyle, and if it's taken too far, it's not a good idea. Like, you shouldn't have to. It's like that's the saying, like, everything in moderation, and it does not only apply to food. It applies to everything. To like working out. If you work out 16 hours a day, like, that's crazy. That's not moderation. That's extreme. Yes, you could do it for one day. That's fine. Like, one day, like, you just do that. But then, like, if you do it 16 hours of workouts every single day, then, like, that's just mental lunacy. But if you do it with moderation, that's the sweet spot. Because then you will actually maximize your benefits, and you're not going to kill your body with it. So yes, everything in moderation. That's your takeaway from this video. Please let it be that. Okay, so then now I just want to quickly, I'm not going to dive like too deep into it because like I didn't think enough before this video, but I'm just going to highlight a few things that I think could pivot from doing too much to actually doing enough to reach the goal that you want. Okay, here, please don't take my advice if you want to be a marathon runner or you want to be one of those extreme junkies on workouts. This is not the video for you. Like, I'm just talking to like normal people, like gal to gal, gal to guy, whoever you are behind the screen, you're welcome. But if you're like those extreme like people that love to work out, this is not the video for you. You know, because I'm not that person, so I don't know what it is, what it's like to be that person. Anyways, I'm just rambling. I'm sorry. Let's refocus. So the way I see it, because I was okay at some point, I was a person that was doing way too much. And that's, I don't know if I told this story in this video. Anyways, we don't need this story. But at some point, I was that person who was doing way too much, and I would just collapse on my bed and then do the same thing the next day, and then collapse on my bed again, and then over and over and over again, until I just couldn't take it anymore. I was injured. I had severe acne and inflammation all throughout my body. Yes, I was fit, but everything else was a disaster. So it was not worth it. It was not worth it, and I would never go back to that state if I had the chance to. No, thank you. I would rather be chubbier and healthier than being fit and miserable. So some of the tips that help me get to a point where I'm comfortable in my body and I'm not doing too much, but I'm doing enough to sustain my goals is patience and consistency. When I tell you those two words should be your favorite words ever, I don't know what's the end of my sentence there, but they should be your major keywords. Remember, consistency and patience, because those two together are your superpower. Any habit that you do, if you are consistent and you maintain it over a long period of time, the benefits will come. And without patience, you can't keep yourself motivated enough to reach that consistency. So you need both consistency and patience. You need to design a lifestyle that feels sustainable and that's not extreme. A lifestyle where you can stack small habits that will compound over time and actually design the life that you want and the person you want to be, and then the body that you want or whatever you want is. You need to just take it in small steps, but like, and when I say small step, it's not small in the sense of like, it's not hard to do. I'm saying like, it doesn't overtake your entire day. Like, it's not taking like 4 hours out of your day to do. It's like everything could take 30 minutes to an hour, maximum an hour maybe. But then you're stacking so many things on top of each other that will complement and benefit each other and then help you create a life where you're healthy, it can be sustainable, and it actually increases your longevity over time. Because that's the best way to live. It's like every day you're doing small steps consistently and with patience, and then you're designing your dream life. And then it's easy to maintain. You're happy because you love it. It's actually a big factor. You need to love what you're doing. You need to love your lifestyle. I don't know if this all makes sense because it's very late and I'm getting tired and I'm rambling, and I could talk for longer, but my brain's shutting down because I'm so tired from swimming today. I'll just leave you with this one message. Slower progress is better because it's lasting. You want slow but forever rather than fast and fading. Because then what's the point of doing all this hard work if it's going to fade so fast? Instead, every day just challenge yourself a little bit, and then reach the goals and then maintain them. Because then you'll never have to go through all of the hard work again because you can just maintain the results. So I'm going to leave you at that. Don't do too much to your body. Love your body because your body is there for you for your entire life and it cares about you. So please care about it because it's a beautiful machine and is doing everything to keep you alive. And you should be grateful that you have it because some people are not as grateful as you. So I'm going to leave you at that. And then also, quick plug-in, if you're interested in personal growth and you want to grow into a community that support each other in our growth journey and we want to share our wins, and you want to share your wins, and you want to feel like you're actually a part of a journey, then join Quest Club in the description below. We're a community where we welcome everyone. You become a player, and then we compete to improve our lives together. We're growing together, we're sharing our wins, we're cheering each other on, and we're pushing ourselves to improve. Because if you improve in your life, you improve in the game, and then you get rewarded. So I don't know about you, but it sounds pretty fun. So if you want to check it out, so the link is in the description below. And I'm excited to see you in the community. So if you come from this video, say hi. Okay? Anyways, I'll see you in the next bedtime confession, and I will bid you a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye!